Hey guys, how is everybody? I hope everyone's well. By now you've probably seen it was a little short clip my wife had put up, guaranteed to run, and all the clips from the flea market we had put up. Got some pretty good deals that day. Supposed to go back this weekend. The old guy said he's gonna bring more saws, but I don't know if we're gonna make it or not. I'd mentioned our German Shepherd was sick when we got back. We got her back home. She got to stay in the house for a month till she completely heals, but her little Eskimo Spitz out front, you can normally hear barking in the videos. He's at the vet sick now. They believe it was either rat poisoning, or he said it could have been some onion rings that he was fed in some scraps. I didn't know onions were toxic to dogs. You learn something new every day, but you can look it up. It is true, but I don't know. It's just a weird coincidence that both dogs end up deadly sick and at the vet. I'm thinking I might have a son of a bitch around here that's been messing with their dogs, but we've not really got anything on camera suspicious, so I don't know. It's all just kind of weird, but vet bills cost money. It ain't cheap. Ain't cheap at all. We'll just leave it at that. But I've got a Phillips head up here, and someone going to end up laughing at me on this, pulling it apart, but it has probably been going on 20 years since I touched one of these saws. And probably longer than that since I had one apart. We'll just have to see how muscle and mind memory works, I guess. Because when I took small engines back around 94, 95, I don't know, that teacher, I was the Super 2 and the XL kid, I guess. Every dang one that came in there that was screwed up, he sent my way. But I could tear them apart pretty daggone quick back then. If I ain't mistaken, there's just a couple screws up top and a couple at the bottom, and take the bar off, and clutch cover, and I swear I think the whole damn engine assembly and tanks slide out. But it's like these do have fuel lines that are still intact. They've probably seen better days, but it's guaranteed to run. The only reason I'm going into it, and that's decent compression for 25cc saw. Because when I looked at it when we were laughing at the flea market, my wife kind of let the guy have it. His buddy, like, he got $25 on it, and I was like, can't really do that. And he had a gas can I liked too. He stood up and was like, buddy, I'll guarantee that saw to run. My wife looked at him and said guaranteed to run? Said that damn thing don't even have a starter rope in it. How's it gonna run? She wanted to take a body cam and wire just to let you guys see some of these negotiations we make with some of these old guys. It's about comical, really. I swear it looks like 5/16 as well on that. Let me set the saw down out of the way. Get this starter cover apart. This ain't really a how-to, guys. I'm just tearing it down, putting a rope in it, because, you know, damn thing was guaranteed to run. Should be a washer in there that fell and went completely down under the bench. Took a little longer to find than I wanted it to. What happened, it went up into the inside of my magnet. I've got like a big magnet that used to have wheels on it, and they broke off of it really quick like after we got it. And yeah, this is what it is. Hell, he must have had a super short rope in that thing. We'll have to dig that out. A brand new rope. I may have a piece already cut laying here somewhere. Now finding something to dig that garbage out. I know, boring stuff, but it is what it is. Alright, we pause you guys and grab a piece of rope. Alright guys, we are back again. Got us a piece of rope cut and burned, or I just burned it right off the spools how I do it. I found my needle nose or some kind of pliers. If I can get them out without knocking you guys down. It'll work if they don't cut it. You have to be careful with those cheap tools. Had a pair of these and was trying to cut a piece of wire and they busted right in my hands. I've had to happen a lot with cheap stuff. I'm sure it's not just me, I'm sure other people do too. That didn't work, that didn't hold worth a shit, so we're gonna have to tie another knot. Double knot it, see what that does. I believe that one will work. Now gotta feed this back in through here. If our burn ain't too big and fat. Might have been easier to feed it down through. Not a lot of room there. Get it through that little bushing. That's not aggravating. These little saws, I know most of you have ran them if you've ran any saws at all over the years, but they pack a big punch for the size that they are, I guess what I'm trying to say. About crazy at how powerful they are, especially the Super 2 versions. We cut a lot of wood with an old Super 2, I'm sure a lot of you have too, and they'll pull a 18-inch with 3/8 low pro on it. I've seen some with 20s on them. Sounds crazy, but I've seen it. Alright, now we're ready to wind our spring up. And again, in the last video I done doing this, the way some people do this stuff's kind of mind-blowing to me, but you know, to each their own. I'm gonna have to get something to pull that up out of there. Maybe we can fish it up with that. I've seen people wind the spring up and then tie their knot. I'm like, what are you doing? It's just so simple, don't do that. Just all in how you were taught, I guess. Now we need our handle back, whatever I done with it. Put our rope in it. We better put 3 or 4 knots in it. A lot of times I'll put a washer under that knot. Especially on the aftermarket handles. I think we'll be alright there though. We'll give it a few good turns. There's 3, 4, 5. We don't want to go the other way. 6. You see what we've got. believe that dog will hunt, guys. Get our little saw back up here, put it back on. And I may take these things out and cut some wood with them. You know, just for a nostalgic feeling, kind of like running the old Max. There's some people out there that absolutely despise McCulloch saws. Some people, I've never heard of anyone that despised the Homelite, though. It's one saw you'll never hear anything bad about, or I've never heard a thing bad about the Homelite. Most of the people around here I've talked to hate McCulloch, said they've never seen one that cut worth a shit. Which, you know, we've got them here that do. That they're hard to start. Some of the bigger, older ones can be from the 50s and 60s. You're about better off just to give them a drink down the Venturi than to sit and crank on them all day. But it's just all in what you want, I guess. So we've got one screw with them somewhere. There it is. They're just like what I remember back in the 90s. Like I said, I was the XL and Super 2 kid, I guess. That's back when teachers actually gave a damn and wanted you to learn something. I had two really good shop teachers. I took an ag class one year. Had a teacher there that I didn't think was worth a shit. Never did take it again, but she had really good compression. We probably should check those screws and see how tight they are. Make sure the motor mounts are not loose and gonna fall out. Bottom ones. I doubt I have a damn thing to fit that. I'll have to go through some of my old Mack bolts later. I know there'll be something there fit. I'm sure they're a standard thread, but what do you guys say we put some fuel in it and see if it'll run? You know, it was guaranteed it should run. If not, I may take it back to the damn guy. I doubt it. But shoot, it stinks in the tank. It's had some of that corn liquor gas, I call it, which is fine. I don't buy regular around here. I just buy whatever I can get a hold of and run. I ain't real picky on it. Most of your newer carbs and stuff, diaphragms and lines can handle ethanol, so I don't really lose any sleep over putting special fuel in a saw. Never will either. I'll buy 87. I've got synthetic 2-stroke oil. It's actually a marine oil. I've had it for a couple years now. I bought like 5 or 6 quarts at Walmart. They had them on sale for like $1 a quart. And then I've got some cheap dollar store octane booster that I'll put a lid full in it. And you know, when we run the high compression, high timing saws, we're fine. But I don't buy no special fuel either. But what do we say? We see if this junk will run. It is nasty. Got it choked, got it on. If it don't start 15 pulls, it ain't never gonna fire. While the spark plug-in boots just rotted completely off of it. We'll see if we can get a scrunch here, pull the plug out. Guaranteed, guys. Somebody probably sick of hearing me say that. My wife will be so disappointed. I don't recommend doing this because I know there's not been any fuel on the bottom end of this, and they just sometimes if you can get them to pop over, and it really needs a spark plug boot put on it. We'll worry about that later. It should grind a cracked one. Let's see if she'll pop over. I'm gonna set it about half choke. About half. Oh, I got it on. We may not have had the damn thing on. Oh, it should be running on that. Yeah, unless the switch is in backwards. But by God, she runs on a prime. She hit again. I just don't think that thing's ever going to pull a tank of fuel without a carb rebuild. Maybe we didn't get enough in it. I'm bad for that. It's all for fun, guys. All for fun. I should probably start calling everybody friend and saying, hey, and we'll get a lot bigger following then, I think. That's just a joke. Don't nobody get mad over that. Should we give it another drink? Give it a fighting chance? Maybe pull maybe just one more time. I'd say she's gonna need a carb kit. We know it needs a spark plug boot. We should port one of these. Just set the exhaust roof a mile high. It is a reed saw, so it will get all the intake fuel it needed. Just put a pipe on it or something and just send it. That'd be funny. Do something about that spark plug boot. The choke on the carb shocked the mortal living shit out of me. But holy shit, I was not expecting that. But at the end of the day, it is an old home light, and it didn't like rubbing against the plastic of those screwdrivers over there, and I'm kind of glad we didn't cut into that. Don't run saws on your bench with chains on them. Don't copy what I do. I'm borderline damn crazy sometimes, but guys, she's a runner. I think we'll black tape up the end of that spark plug boot for now. I'm gonna pause you guys and do that. Somebody will really love that. I don't want to go out here to the shed to dig a spark plug wire and boot out. I'll bring you guys back then. Alright guys, I've got the chain, I think, sharp. I did find a bolt and put in the bottom of the saw. I will tell you the kill switch on it doesn't work. You have to choke it to shut it off, but whatever, it is what it is. Let's see if it'll cut. Guys, I'm gonna call that a win. Thank you guys for watching, and y'all have a good one.